Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. We got two nitwits, you all. Yeah, I said it, two nitwits, a Poogie and a Ray Ray, you all. Yeah, these two Poogies right here out of Atlanta. What's up, Drew Bean? How you doing, bro? Hey, these two dudes out of Atlanta, they decide they gonna ride around and they just riding. I guess they trying to come up with a master plan and decide to pick up a stranger, you all. They want to pick up this particular dude and ask him if they proceeded to ask him if he wanted to make a few $100. Oh, quite naturally, somebody gonna say, yeah, man, well, what the job is, you know. But anyway, this man proceeded to jump in the vehicle and take off with these two men. And as he proceeded to ride around, I guess casing out some particular banks that he wanted to particularly go in, they want to go in and cash the checks. The man began to be suspicious, you all, and he tried to pretty much get up out of the back seat. And these men particularly had the child protective safety locks on the man and wouldn't allow the man to leave. So, man, this was really crazy, you all. Like I said, and one of my titles in the description was, it got to be a better way, man. There got to be a better way to do things than for you to be out here trying to get somebody else to go in a bank and sign off on the hot check, you all. Like I said, I feel read the article to you all and share the news clip. But first, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Title 17 USC Sections 107. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Hey, thank you for joining, Carl. And so I want to talk about these little two dudes right here with this master plan they had to particularly go into a bank, really to send somebody else into a bank, you all. What led out to be a short lick turned into a kidnapping. You know, that's what was so crazy about this, because they thought they was doing something that was going to actually get away, and then it turned out to be a kidnapping job, you all. So I say this was very crazy. They said, keep me safe. This was the victim as he proceeded to go into the bank in Noonan. And this in Noonan, you all, Atlanta. So it said, keep me safe. The kidnapping victim hands the bank teller a note, cops said. It said, a man walked into the Noonan bank last week and handed the bank teller a note. It said, keep me safe. 2 men are charged with kidnapping him. It said the Cowaty County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the incident on Wednesday says deputies responded to a Wells Fargo on the Alamance Boulevard and quickly stopped the suspects a block away. The arrests were caught on the body camera footage that was released to an Atlanta Journal-Constitution on Wednesday, you all. It said deputies spoke with the kidnapping victims, who said the men, identified as 33 Gabrielle Lawrence and 38-year-old Terrence McPherson, picked him up at Atlanta and asked him if he wanted to make a couple $100, the sheriff officer said. It said the two men drove around Atlanta for an extended time, and the victim tried to get out of the vehicle while it was stopped at a traffic light, according to the investigators, but he was unable to due to child safety locks being engaged in the back seat. It said the group eventually ended up at the gas station in Noonan. And said Nixon said while there was, Lawrence went into the convenience store and he came out with a $1,400 and $67 hot check, you all. He said, and he handed it to the victim, according to the sheriff. The victim was told to walk inside the bank, cash the check, walk back out, and give a signal that indicated they had the cash. But instead of the victim going in there and do that, he like, man, y'all crazy. He went in there and wrote a whole quick note, you all. Man, look at y'all need the help, something, you know. But like I said, instead, you know, I don't know what possessed these dudes to get an absolutely stranger. Man, this man don't know y'all from Adam and Eve, but you gonna go pick this man up talking about he finna hit this finna be y'all crime partner. This finna be your fall partner. You know, what kind of mess is that? You don't take an absolute stranger and make him your fall partner. I mean, like I said, this was a totally serious thing to do. You know, instead of going and get a job, these two dudes in their late 30s and their upper 30s, you know, they got to have a better mentality than this, you all. Like I said, this is so silly. It said instead the victim went inside and wrote a plea for help note and handed it to the teller, you all. It said both Lawrence and McPherson were arrested and charged with false imprisonment, kidnapping, and a fourth-degree forgery by possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. It says McPherson is additionally charged and left with a theft by receiving a stolen property and possession of a firearm of a convicted felon. Like I said, man, this is all so silly because you just take an absolute stranger off the street and put a sack in his hand, you know, take an absolute stranger out the street and just say, hey, man, come on, you want a job? Hey, you know, you don't give him a fair, good, honest job. You tell him to go rob a bank. Like I say, man, this is so silly, man. I don't understand what possessed these two dudes to come up with this here master plan, but this was one that was doomed from the beginning. I said it was doomed from the beginning, you all. Hold on, let me share a quick news clip with y'all because I ain't want to tear too long on it. I might have a few more other things I can share with you all today. Possibly 3 or 4 more if I can get it in that way. So you all bear with me in just a moment. Hold on. These dudes so funny. They ain't getting nowhere.
2 men are
with that mess.
Been charged with kidnapping in Coweta County after the victim
gave
the bank teller a note saying
man, he gonna be in jail for a minute, $1,400. Tripping.
The kidnapping victim told deputies the suspects were in a red Audi minutes after passing a note to a bank teller saying, "Keep me safe." Deputies surrounded the car and arrested the driver and passenger. Gabriel Lawrence and Terrence McPherson are both charged with kidnapping and possession of a firearm, also forgery, all of this in a bank scheme last Wednesday. Deputies say the 2 men picked up the victim from the streets of Atlanta earlier in the day, offered to give him a couple of $100 to help him out. After hours of driving around, they ended up in Noonan at the Wells Fargo Bank on State Road 34. Deputies say the victim tried to get away several times.
Yeah, he told our deputy that there were a couple times while in Atlanta, if the vehicle was stopped at a red light, he tried to get out of the car, but they had the child backseat locks where he was unable to get out of the car.
Deputies say the suspects had asked the victim to take a fraudulent check of $1,467 into the Wells Fargo Bank.
That's about $1,467.
Said they sent the teller a note asking for help. The bank called 911. Deputies quickly surrounded the car and arrested Lawrence and McPherson. Under the passenger seat, they say they found a stolen handgun from Atlanta. The deputies say that both men are being held without
bond. Like I say, man, you just can't force nobody to be your crime partner, man. Like I say, man, this is crazy, man. I don't know what these dudes be thinking, man, but they be on some weird stuff, man. It just ain't the grass no more. You know, it's something different, y'all. It gotta be something different, man. I ain't want to tear too long on that one, man. I just want to share these 2 little silly dudes, man. Like I said, they forcing strangers to be their foul partner straight off the street, you know, on a $1,400 check, man. So, hey, man, this is crazy, man. Thanks, bro. All right, Jubin, thank you for the support, man. God bless y'all. See y'all later today. God first, Christ gang. Peace. Thank you, bro. You ain't called. Thank you.